Hello there. Good evening and good day. My name is Duncan Alderdice, and the reason I'm making these videos is to document the journey I take as I become who I am. Today, we've got a special episode because it's going to be... I got a bunch of bags. I got a bunch of stuff in the mail. Not a bunch of bags. I got a box. I'm going to cut it open. So we're going to do that. Mark, we might go over time here, so that's my bad. I know for those of you who don't know, Mark Maynard is my sales manager who used to be my sales manager, but is now an account executive at a company I used to work for. Though I will say, Mark, that your managing of me for these episodes is fantastic because this creative constraint of having a time constraint, I think, is adding a different sort of energy. So even when you're not my sales manager because you're not an account executive and I don't work for the same company, still doing a good job managing. Props to Mark. What are we going to do today? We got stuff in the mail. We're going to open it up. We're going to do all that cool fun stuff. So number one, we need an X-Acto knife. I got this for Christmas. Da-da-da. This is the sharpest thing in the world. My dad is notorious for cutting himself with it. So we'll do it very aggressively. Don't think that was necessary. Upstairs, not upstairs. Number one, what do we have? We have a bath tool. Look at that. Everywhere. They sent this to do a review? No, I wish I could say that. Fuck, why is this hard? Ah, fuck, I wish I had a really sharp tool that could allow me to cut this open. Oh, hold on. I know there's a zipper, but we want to do this. What this is this is an exfoliator. 1 second, there's a cat. It's a moot. This is an exfoliator that hits your back. Because I've never had one, and you can get sponge brush ones. But when I went home for Christmas, my parents had this in the shower, and I used it, and holy fuck, was that the first, like that was the best fucking shower ever. Because like whenever I wash my back, like it's, like I do I put my hands like all around, whatever, but I try to get my back, like quite literally, I'll do this, or kind of like this. There's no fucking way that's ever getting anything, ever. Even if you have a loofah or whatever. Like, it's just not. But this one, this way, you just get all the lather all around. It's super easy. So that's fun. I'm actually excited for this. No, we'll do this next. This one, box, what's in the box? Knife of Destiny. You're supposed to always cut away from yourself so that if it goes forward, it doesn't. I mean, you can it's a jar. Now, it's also fragile, which is Italian for fragile. You got styrofoam. No, I want to cut the box more. That's the fun part. Oh. Okay, maybe we should not cut the box more. Why do I have a jar? Well, this was part of a Christmas gift that was given to me, but then when we... Actually, this seems like it's a thicker jar than the one that was heavier duty. Anyways, my dad made pickled eggs. That's what he makes. He cooks, and he made a bunch of pickled eggs, and they're delicious for my family, like my brother, mother, and him. And when I came back, I also got to taste them. And they're pretty easy to make. And so he bought me a jar and also the ingredients. He didn't buy the ingredients. Ooh, what's that? Which one did this come with? Okay, I got cool stickers. What the fuck is the use of this? Okay, well, I got mystery stickers from somewhere. Yay, I love mystery. But so you put eggs in them and vehicle, so I'm gonna make that. And luck of the Irish timing. Eggs were on sale at the grocery store, so I bought 3 of them. There's a limit of 3 each time. They're $2.99. So tomorrow I'm gonna go get more. The sale's on until the 14th. I'm just gonna get 3 every day because that's how you cheat the system. And I'm definitely going to eat a lot of them. I wonder how many can fit. Anyways, we're going to figure that out. We got 2 minutes left. Oh, I'm so afraid that these are going to drop. but they're not. Okay, so we're done that. This is a heavy-duty jar. You gotta pour hot water in it to begin with in order to sanitize it. Now this is the really interesting one. I mean, there's different ways of doing it, but okay, let's be safe and put this away. Excellent. I bet you me doing that just made someone feel less nervous. Comment yes if you did. It's supplements! Yay! What supplements? Well, first of all, we have magnesium bisglycinate. Medicine label. Magnesium bisglycinate, created by a Canadian company. Canadian! They went to school at McMaster. They don't have a very attractive looking website, which means they're paying for the quality, and that's their part of their philosophy. It's like, let's put that money into research and development based in Grimsby, Ontario. BBNG Health Corp. It's good magnesium bisglycinate because it's 500 milligrams of only magnesium bisglycinate. Oftentimes the companies will say we have 1,000 milligrams of magnesium in it, but what you'll see is that about 700 grams of that magnesium bisglycinate is found in the form of magnesium oxide, which is a derivative of that. And then although the molecular weight of magnesium oxide is around 70% magnesium, the bioavailability of said magnesium is around 1 to 2%, which is fucking basically zero. But if magnesium bisglycinate, it's closer to 89%, which means I'm going over time and now I'm talking about other things. Sorry, Mark Maynard. For those of you who don't know, this is actually 50 milligrams of elemental magnesium. So this is what I did the calculations based on what I was getting before. This stuff has twice the bioavailable magnesium. So it's the good stuff. What's next? Well, this is a new supplement, Cordyceps militaris. It is a mushroom that grew originally on I think it's like a parasite caterpillar that goes into caterpillars and grows out of that. There was some shepherd that noticed that the sheep that would eat this sort of mushroom would be able to move longer, and then so he tried it himself. Essentially what it does, it increases mitochondrial efficiency. Mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell, so the thing that makes the ATP, makes it more efficient. It increases ATP throughput, so there's more ATP actually produced, and oxygen availability. And oxygen is a necessary part of the electron transport chain in the mitochondrial cell within your cells, going through glycolysis in order to create the 38 ATP, 36 ATP net, because 2 ATP is required to fucking transfer it to the oxygen, if I'm not mistaken. This won't be psychoactive, but it will make you be able to more alert. It's better for like if you're going on a fucking marathon, take a bit of this and you'll be able to run for longer without getting tired. Now, the effect that it can have if you're more like a sit-down desk job is not directly giving you more energy mentally, but by providing your body with more ATP, being that energy, so for more fuel that's available when you need it, you can use it. So by having more gas in the tank, that doesn't necessarily mean you burn more fuel, but if you have more gas in the tank and then bang, you need more fuel, you got it, so you can use it. So I'm going to start using that as a new one. I was going to get the 300, but then that was more expensive, and so I didn't get the more expensive one. We're going to try it out. It's going to be fun. Cool, fun time. We're going to have a party. Next thing, wait, hold on. Which one's more interesting? I forget what this one is. No, this is, we'll stay on task. So vitamin D3, extra 4, 2,500 international units, which is the equivalent of, well, it is technically 62.5 micrograms of vitamin D3. Vitamin D3, technically speaking, where I am latitudinally on the globe, living in Montreal, Quebec, specifically Côte Saint-Luc, and in the winter time between the months of September and March, January, March, it's the winter. It's bright enough. It's brighter enough, even despite it's cloudy, even if it wasn't overcast, brighter than being inside with lights. However, lumens are different than UV, and the angle of the UV coming in refracted to the degree that even if I was fully fucking naked, sitting on the porch, just running around, fucking just protesting something, or just provoking people, just streaking, that's the word I was looking for, I would get effectively zero vitamin D3, and vitamin D is fundamental to bone health, immune function. There's a bunch of sort of things. You don't really see it come up, but it's fundamentally necessary for supplementation, far easier, unless you want to eat 40 eggs a day or just a bunch of sardines, which I don't. Look at that. And because it has a soft, it's an MCT oil soft gel, that increases absorption rate. Now, sometimes you'll hear people say you got to take vitamin K2 at the same time, which is true if you're taking higher doses around 4,000 to 5,000, but the amount that I'm taking, I'm not going to need that. At those higher levels, what you want to make sure is that you have that, is so that, because it's with bone health, the calcium and the stuff goes to the right spot. That's what the fucking vitamin K2 does. If you don't have enough vitamin K2, you might calcify your blood vessels. Now, don't worry if you take fucking 5,000 international units of vitamin D3 day one. It doesn't mean the next day you don't have fucking stiff veins. Like, this is over the course of weeks to months. However, I'm fine at the level I'm at. And the last thing, last but certainly not least, we have a cool fun wallet. Woo! It's a card holder thing. It holds how many cards at a time? Up to 6. Because currently my wallet is these 3 cards. I don't think I should show that on camera, so I might have just, can you do the information with that? These 3 cards. So just put that on there. Bang. Now instead of them holding loose in my pocket, I got this cool thing. So it's in that. I'm standing up and pay for something. Oh my God, it's got a gun. No. It's kind of hard to pull out. I don't know if I like it. We'll get used to it. In any case, Clementine Club, thanks for sticking around, as always. And I know you know it already, but I'll tell you again. Desire is what drives you forward. The pain you're going through is necessary. That's why you need to believe in yourself, because you're more capable of doing great things than you give yourself credit. Lean in, aim up, and move forward. Yes, you can! Fucking getting so good at this. This was so fucking long. Sorry, Mark. Better luck next time. By me, meaning I'll do better. Yep.